Good evening. Tonight, we have secured unprecedented entry into the private residence of Dr. Simone Legis, head doctor of Grayson Hall Insane Asylum, a location notorious for its experimental practices, and most recently, a highly publicized patient revolt. Despite its unsettling history, we are here to see how its head doctor celebrates the season as we bring you Grayson Hall Insane Asylum, Christmas at the private residence of the head doctor. I'm Rand Gather, your host this evening. We are now joined by Dr. Simone Legis. Doctor, thank you for inviting us into your home this Christmas season. Can you give us a tour of your beautiful private residence, located on the grounds of the infamous Grayson Hall Insane Asylum?
Why, yes, Mr. News person.
It's Rand.
Please come in. Please come in. This is my beautiful living room in my beautiful little private residence. I take great pride in my private residence, as do my patients, who have decorated this Christmas season for me, at my direction. They have gathered and foraged all the greenery, all the florals you see here themselves. They like doing it. Trust me, they like it. They like it. They've also hung all the baubles for me at my direction. I like opulence, and that's how I instructed them. And I think they did a decent job. They were almost rewarded. Here we have a couple of my, and you'll see them throughout the house, a couple of my rats that I use for my experiments. They are part of the family now. Although they're all named Ben, I can't tell them apart. Here's my seating area, where I often entertain other doctors. I don't allow the patients in here to socialize. That would be inappropriate, and it would stray from their therapy. Here are another couple of rats from my experiments. I like them to just hang out with me, and they like it too. They're very happy rats. And this is my cabinet of curiosities. This is where I keep all my unique finds, everything I work on, all the little bits and pieces that are necessary for my job here at Grayson Hall Insane Asylum. Let's take a closer look for your audience, Mr. News Guy.
It's Rand.
For instance, here, I keep my syringes and such, and they'll be sterilized. They will be. Trust me, they will be. I'll sterilize them, I will. And some family portraits of my lovely family. And here's one of my many, many, many diplomas. And here are some busts of my relatives, my famous relatives, my important, very important relatives. And just some unique items that I like to have around the house. Some more opulence. Because I'm a doctor, I deserve opulent things. And here we have just a few things that I've set down casually, yet elegantly. We have some ribbon. It says, Merry Christmas from the staff of Grayson Hall Insane Asylum. I like a personal touch. Don't you? I like a personal touch. And then over here, just one of my many, many opera playbills and a little souvenir given to me by one of the actors from Phantom of the Opera, because I'm a very important doctor, so they like it when I frequent their plays. Oh, here are a couple of the textbooks I've written. Life of an Asylum Physician, Manual of Lobotomy Surgeries, both very, very important in my field and highly regarded. That's what I tell everybody. And here's some of my medication. Laudanum, I take that frequently as I prescribe it to my patients. I feel it is incumbent upon me to know the effects. So yes. And over here, something of my own design. This is a new fangled thing. I call it a straight jacket. And I will be marketing this. It is very comfortable. I've tried it on myself, of course, as I do. And I think it's very efficient. It just maintains the safety of our very docile patients. And this skeleton here is from one of the patients. Nothing here goes to waste. So I keep this for tutorial purposes. Let's say that. And these are some little critters that my patients found on the grounds and were kind enough to bring to me, as they know I would be interested. And I am very interested.
Dr. Lugis, your Christmas tree is amazing. Can you tell us a little bit about the decorations?
Of course I can, Mr. News guy.
Yeah, still ran.
It was decorated by my patients, at my direction, of course. And all the little baubles they made themselves in the hobby classes that I teach at the asylum, keeping their little insane hands busy. We use everything. These are little insects they have found on the grounds, and we have made little ornaments out of them. They are my favorites. Just beautiful. Everything made by hand, even the icicles. I had my patients break panes of glass, and these are the shards. They didn't mind. They enjoyed it. And then down here, my unique tree skirt is an Elizabethan collar from one of the asylum physicians generations ago. And that's how we use everything here. Nothing goes to waste at my private residence on the grounds of Grayson Hall Insane Asylum. It's quite beautiful, isn't it? Very opulent, Victorian, Gothic kind of feel. This is what I like. A little on the dark side, a little moody. And there it is. Another specimen for research purposes, of course. And there you are, Mr. News Person. A tour of my living room. Shall we move on to the rest of the house?
Yeah, let's.
And here we are, Mr. News Guy.
Still ran.
Here we are in my kitchen. And, oh, you can see I have a beautiful fireplace there.
It's a television.
It keeps me really, really warm as do all the lovely candles, because that's all we use here is candlelight.
You have electricity.
And here's my kitchen table. And I thought I'd just leave it as I have it all the time, just so your audience can see, how busy I am. I'm a busy doctor. Let's look at some of the stuff I have on my table. Here's some keys to the ward for my patients. We have a lot of lovely patients here. My stethoscope, many years old. And here's some little petri dishes with blood samples from my patients. Oh, here's my lovely business card. Look how beautiful and professional that is. Oh, and I have these in my pockets all the time, so you'll find these throughout the house. And let's see, I've got lots of patient records here. Oh, there's a wanted poster. One of our lovely patients escaped. I'm sure he didn't mean to. It was just an accident. And here I have a beautiful photo album I've put together of all my lovely patients. Oh, the memories. Such good times. Lovely people. Charges against them were highly unfounded. Yep. One of the many news clippings. Again. Fake news. There's Martha. I remember Martha. And it just goes on like this. This just shows you how much I care about my patients and my job. Yeah. She was a handful. So there we go. Just beautiful. And here I have a sketchbook I work on during my downtime, which I don't really have a lot of. And here is a Christmas card that the staff has put together. May the new year bring moments of quiet reflection and measured tranquility. We trust this festive season finds you in good health and sound mind. Our thoughts are, as ever, with those seeking solace and understanding within our venerable halls. With the utmost sincerity and professional regards, the attending physicians, nurses, and staff of Grayson Hall Insane Asylum. Isn't that lovely? So we've put that together. These are the patient rations for their medications. And that's how I bring them in. I give them, if they want some extras, I give them to them. It's just generosity on my part. You'll find this interesting. A DNA experiment. I'm trying to see what can come of crossing plant DNA and human DNA. So we'll see what comes of that. I've had a few successes. I'll show you those. And let's see. Oh, there's one of my pet rats. We do a lot of experiments here. There's a textbook I wrote right there. Oh, and here's some patient property I just haven't put in the safe yet. We do have some really important people here. They should probably write down who they belong to so they don't get, lost. That would be terrible. And I do like experimenting on rats because I think they're very close to humans in many, many ways. This here is a very unique specimen. This is a little unfortunate toddler that passed away on our grounds. I noticed some deformities, so I'm doing some research, trying to figure out how we can take care of that for our future populations. This is a new little gadget from one of my peers, Mr. Rorschach. He seems to think that if you see something in this image, it means something. I'm not too quite sure I agree with that, but it's an interesting idea. So these are the sorts of things I work on. And I've got some x-rays hanging up here. Just because I'm always working. I'm a very diligent doctor. I'm always working, as you can see. The fireplace is nice and warm, isn't it, Mr. News Guy?
Ran.
And you can see the lovely decorations that my patients put up for me at my direction. He forged everything, as I said, from the grounds of the asylum. Well, here's some personal photos. That's my grandmother. That's a random chair. I don't know. And that's a ward over in the asylum. And that, I'm sure, is a patient that's very happy there. And there we are doing surgery. We're always doing surgery. Lobotomies are very popular here. The patients love them. There's more beautiful candlelight. Another pet rat. I do love my rats. And, oh, we've even got our own towels, our own linens here. Our patients make those linens themselves. They like doing that kind of thing. They really do. And some more of my DNA work. We have patients that unfortunately will pass away, and we put them to good use. I use their DNA in my experiments. So I've got some fingers and some tongues. And I think they're quite decorative as well. Quite decorative. Don't you agree, Mr. News Guy?
No.
So, let's move on. Let's move on. You can see all my books up there at the top. I am an avid reader because I'm a doctor, so you know I'm very smart. I do a lot of reading. I like reading. Because we don't really have television. We don't know what that is yet. But we do have fireplaces, like that one. Okay, and that's the kitchen. I hope you enjoyed the kitchen. Let's move on. Mr. News Person. Here we are in my bedroom, and my patients have made these. They're on all the doors, you may have noticed. Forged from the grounds of Grayson Hall Insane Asylum by the loving hands of our patients. Here are something that I've been working on. My DNA experiments, crossing plant with human DNA. I grow these in our gardens on the grounds of Grayson Hall Asylum. Aren't they lovely? I think they're beautiful. And this is just the beginning. Who knows? Who knows what this experiment will give us? Who knows? Future generations will thank me. And this portrait here, this is the founder of our wonderful institution. His name escapes me, but I'm sure he's wonderful. Wonderful. And my bedside table. Here I keep a lot of medications. These are medications that I prescribe to our patients. And my philosophy is I should not prescribe medications unless I know what they do. So I personally take it upon myself to take each and every single one of these medications as often as I feel necessary to learn what's best for our patients. I'm just that kind of a doctor. And in here I keep some more little pills. Well, a lot of pills. But these are good pills. So I prescribe these a lot, so I think I should take them a lot. And just a little friendly spider I found on the grounds. It was a little pet. And like I said, nothing goes to waste. These are teeth from our lovely patients at the asylum. And I'm sure I'll find a use for them in my DNA experiments. For right now, though, I think they're lovely here on my bedside table. And they won't get lost. I know exactly where the teeth are. I like to know where the teeth are. Oh, this here. This is embarrassing. This is a patient ID tag from one of the patients that innocently fell asleep in my bed with me in it. But it was innocent. Anyway. And I've got a fireplace in here as well.
That's another television.
And it gives off a lot of warmth. A lot of warmth. Because look how big it is. It's a big fireplace. And I've got my little Christmas tree set up in my bedroom here. And I've got some books back there. Because again, I'm very smart, so I do a lot of reading. I read a lot of books. And here, these are portraits of everyone associated. Well, not everyone, but these people have been associated with our wonderful institution, Grayson Hall Insane Asylum. Some patients, some doctors. And here's my little wash station. I wash up in the evenings and the mornings. My little towel. Isn't this lovely? The patients made it for me. At my direction, of course. In one of our many hobby classes. And that's just my watch that I've lain there casually. And my do not disturb sign, which I sometimes have to use if it gets busy and people try and bother me. I don't like to be bothered in my private residence. And this is my small but beautiful bathroom. My oriental rug. And all the greenery, of course. Foraged here on the grounds. Right outside at Grayson Hall Insane Asylum. By our lovely patients, who enjoy doing so, by the way. They're not forced in any way. They enjoy doing this kind of thing. They love it. And just like medications, I like to try the electric shock therapy. I find it very soothing, actually. So I keep the salts right here by the bathtub. Just some candles. And look at, isn't this lovely? They did such a nice job. Very opulent. And the pear trees right outside the door. Look so lovely here. It's a very simple room, but it serves the needs of this doctor in this private residence at Grayson Hall Insane Asylum. All right. Let's move on, shall we? Everybody out. Out! Everybody out. This is a treatment room I keep in use here in the private residence just for occasions when a patient will need a private session. That's how this is used, and no, I can't show you this room. It's highly classified. So, yeah.
Doctor, can you show us how to get to Grayson Hall Insane Asylum from your house?
I can. It's right outside here. Right outside the back door. It's right out there. And there's my little lovely yard. So yes, that's where we keep or house our patients.
Thank you, Dr. Legis. And thank you to our audience. This has been great. Yeah.